Welcome, guys, to the fourth part of the highest knowledge that must be taught prior to any other knowledge, Bhagavad-Gita. So, after coming to Canada, I learned to hide everything from others. Like, not only me, but others were doing it as well. Like, about your assignment, lab work, where you work, how much you earn. Even as a writer, like in my profession, I fear someone can steal my idea, right? But Bhagavad-Gita, which is the highest knowledge, which makes everything else useless in front of it, says share it as much as possible, which can benefit others as well as you together. So by sharing my Bhagavad Gita experience, all the fear is gone. The more I share Bhagavad Gita to benefit others, the more it benefits me together. So what a great philosophy. This is the repeated message of Krishna throughout Gita. The statement alone is a management and life mantra, when internalized, can remove all performance anxiety and fear of failure. So that statement is focus on action, not results of success and failure, because they are not in your control. So I'm sharing this highest knowledge experience of Bhagavad Gita without being worried that many may not even realize the importance of this knowledge, or many won't even listen to my experience, or it may not bring any positive change in the society, like the world will become a better place to live, or I will become very famous myself or successful or wealthy by sharing this. I'm trying to find enjoyment in just sharing this knowledge with everyone. Also, the wondrous part is that you may not be as famous as others, or successful as others, or wealthy, but spiritually you have given equal opportunity. This is the fairness of creation. Also, even if you have all the three as 100%, that is, you are famous, successful, and wealthy among everyone. But if you are spiritually zero, then other things don't matter, which you will learn from Bhagavad Gita. So there are five interesting things. This is a very interesting thing. Five characters that are categorized by Bhagavad Gita, but don't think of them as a body. So these are woman, Shudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya. Meaning, example, I consider my pride as the highest. So I used to think of the same way before Bhagavad Gita, and Brahman. So these are sequence wise. Even I have the woman's character, guys. There's no male in the world that doesn't have a female character. Female is a character. Female body is separate thing, but the character is also female character, which I will explain. After Bhagavad Gita, all my pride was gone, guys. Like, I used to be too much into Kshatriya. I'm the type of person similar to Christian, who has a multi-dimension personality, because I also like dancing, writing, like mostly everything. I can't do one thing at a time, so I'm get used to get bored. So Krishna is a dancer, politician, fighter, singer. So there are 16 things together, and after 16 there's nothing possible. Like, that's the end. So understanding full Christian's personality is very tricky, and people always love him in parts. Like, someone love him as a dancer, someone as a lover. Not no, no, you will find very difficult to find someone who loves him complete. The Bhagavad Gita will give you self-realization knowledge. All other knowledges are for exterior material world. Example, science, physics, astrology, whatever you can think of. After exploring all the knowledge of the universe, you will still not be satisfied. For example, even the NASA people still have a doubt, like why this world is created. They find so many things, but still they don't know the answer. So this answer is only in Bhagavad Gita. You will always find something is missing, like NASA people. But after Bhagavad Gita knowledge, you will come to know all the universes inside of you, and you will be satisfied when you will come to know that now you know everything, and you have all the answers to any of your doubts, and now there's nothing left to know. Even now, when you see Elon Musk making the first Neuralink brain implant, and others trying to control the human brain, but nobody can control your consciousness. Even all the dead geniuses brain, example Einstein or Stephen Hawking, is preserved, frozen, so they can make a new human out of it, or implant their brain in a computer in the future. Also, they are saying you would never die, as in future they will transfer all your brain data like a USB transfer and store it in a computer. They can do it, but consciousness is forever lost and cannot be stored or transferred, which you will learn only by Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita knowledge must be taught before any other knowledge, as all the other knowledges will be useless without Bhagavad Gita. But remember, Bhagavad Gita never tells you to stop going through any other knowledge, which you will definitely go through depending upon your nature. For example, you have a scientific nature, so you can go through science or engineering or business or whatever, because now you will be fully aware about yourself. Why are you born? What is your purpose? What should you do in your life? All your questions will be answered, and then you can live your life purposely with enjoyment, as all your sorrows will be gone permanently. Life will become a game or a play for you, and that kind of game, for example, considering football, where even if you are not able to score any goals while playing, then even you will enjoy the game. So playing just becomes your enjoyment without any target. Other religions tell you God and death is different, you are different from God, but Bhagavad Gita tells you how to become God. Like, you are not different. You can even test Bhagavad Gita, what it says is authentic by observing your daily life and test it the same way I did it. Some of the facts I may be repeating because I'm a writer, so I have this nature. But repeating something, there's always something added with that, like something new. That's how a writer or storyteller is. Even Bhagavad Gita has same kind of concepts in between, but with repetition, there is addition of new facts in them, because that's how humans do behave. There is always some doubt left in the end to rethink, and that's why Arjuna sometimes asks again. Arjuna wants to clear out everything since he represents entire humankind. Also compare Bhagavad Gita with any religion which tells you to just about heaven and hell, good or bad, by separating them. Like, God is for good, ghosts are for evil, like Christianity, Islam, or Greek or Judaism. But Bhagavad Gita will tell you a level beyond that, and in Bhagavad Gita, the baddest of the bad is also appreciated. Furthermore, I used to get bored of always the good, intelligent people companies, since I was intelligent too. So I also preferred bad, like drug related companies, like switching in between them. So, like, people had different opinions about me, or they might not understood me at all. Like, this guy is weird or unique. Interesting part is that Bhagavad Gita says you are the highest, since you are the one who's gonna become God. Obviously, you must not have any sense of pride left because of you, inside of you, because others can become what you can. So, and maybe before even your own turn, so you can achieve it as well. I'm saying this for the people who always make others as their role model and keep on following them instead of taking any action in enhancing their own level. So you should stop fooling around in others' past stories with them being great and praising them all the time, but take steps to become great yourself instead. In Greek culture, where they say Zeus is the highest god, which I notice is Lord Indra, nothing more. Now they say Zeus is here before Jesus Christ or even Krishna, where Zeus has brought flood on the earth like 7,000 years back. There's a story. But in Indian Mahabharata, where Krishna has broken Indra's pride many times, but Krishna is accounted to be born just 5,000 years back. So how come Krishna is prime deity and considered bigger than Lord Indra? But for Greeks, it's Zeus is the prime, which is Lord like Indra. How come all this? All answers are in Bhagavad Gita when I will start it. Even in Sikhism, Buddhism, whatever they preach, all of that came from Bhagavad Gita, which includes full knowledge instead. So consider anything else to be a sub part of Bhagavad Gita, which is must before choosing your path, like these preachers, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Abraham, Guru Nanak, Buddha, or whoever. They studied Bhagavad Gita. Like, these all people have studied Bhagavad Gita in their past, and then they chose their independent path according to the society they were born in, to help them, or according to their nature. This means they first got full knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and then they adopted Bhagavad Gita in them accordingly. So you can be even anti-religion as well. Like, Bhagavad Gita still proves beneficial for you. All these people are unique according to their own perspective. Also, Bhagavad Gita says as well that you can choose your independent path or dharma instead of following others, which is the best option. Because even following others or any other preacher will eventually lead you to Bhagavad Gita in the end. So end is same Bhagavad Gita. So, these guys who taught Bhagavad Gita, were basically the